Hey Cancer, this is Lisa-Issa, and welcome to Charm Lithomancy. Here is your reading for this week, Monday, January 18th, 2021. So we're going to start off with your center stone card, Cancer. All right, universe, what do you have for Cancer? Okay, Cancer, let's see what your center stone card is. And it is the Manifest card. Manifest. Okay. Now we just need two more cards for you, Cancer. That's one. Oh, and a whole bunch. So we're not going to take any of those, Cancer. They came out in a clump. But I will say the card that did come out before that is the Buddha charm card. So we just need one more. There we go. All right. And the clothespin. So Cancer, those are your three cards today. The Manifest Stone card, the Buddha charm card, and the clothespin charm card. So the Manifest card comes up when the universe wants to remind us that we are co-creators with spirit. And so the way I see it as like a trifecta, it's in a triangle. And so it's when we desire something, we can use the divine masculine and the divine feminine energies and do our part, like the due diligence on our side. So the divine masculine is more like that 3D, out in the world, do it, get it done kind of energy. And the divine feminine is more of an internal, and even though it is 3D, it may not be things that are seen out in the public. So like the masculine side of the co-creating with spirit is the going out looking for a thing. If it's a car, looking at the cars that are out on the car lot, or if you go old school style, you can I guess going to the car lot may be old school style too. We're getting a newspaper, going through that, or you can jump online and do Craigslist or some of the online ways you can purchase a car. So that's all the masculine side. And the feminine side, the divine feminine that is, it is those things where, it's prayer, visualization, maybe a vision board. So a vision board is very 3D. However, it is still very private and more internal, so to speak, internal, like in your home. You wouldn't have your vision board sitting out in your living room like a masterpiece. 9 times out of 10, it would be in your bedroom in a more private area. And then the third part of the trifecta is once we do our part, then we hand it over to spirit. So that's a little bit about the Manifest Stone card. Then you have the Buddha card. Buddha speaks of spiritual practice. It's not so much about your actions, but more so about consistency. And then your last card is the Clothespin Charm card. And that shows up when it's something that we should release, but it's about attachments, and I always think habits as well. So to look at those things in our lives that we have an attachment to, and it doesn't necessarily mean bad or good. It's just things that we are attached to. So when I look at them as a collective, what I feel is as I shared earlier, the Manifest Stone is about, it reminds us that we are co-created with spirit, right? And so the Buddha, it's kind of like really interesting because to me it feels like the other two cards are really just saying more of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. Use those things to bring in those things that you desire. However, um, the Buddha speaks to, as I shared, spiritual practice. And it's not so much of the thing, but the consistency. So a part of your co-creating Cancer, is to be consistent with that spiritual practice. And it feels as if you have to make it a real habit. So it's so interesting how they're really saying pretty much the same thing, because Buddha is about spiritual practice, but more about the action or the consistency of it. And the clothespin is saying make it a habit. So Cancer, whatever it is that you're looking to manifest right now, follow the card's lead. Make it, use your spiritual practice, use that more of a divine feminine aspect to go within and find that spiritual practice, but it's a consistency. So maybe it's prayer, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's visualization that you're going to use, and then you have to turn it into a habit. So it's really kind of saying the same thing. It's about consistency, because you're going to turn it into a habit. You're going to become very attached to doing whatever that is on a consistent basis that keeps you in the zone and in for the manifestation, in the manifestation zone, so to speak. Okay, Cancer, that's your reading for today. I hope you found something very useful here, and I look forward to seeing you next week. And until then, continue to shine bright. Namaste.